What's up YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here and welcome back to our TCG live stream on my channel. This is going to be the 5th live stream that we're going to be doing for testing for the World Championships over in San Francisco in actually 2 weeks. So it's a very exciting time to be a Pokemon TCG fan because the World Championships will be bigger than ever before in a big arena. There's going to be the Pokemon XP experience. I'm also going to be trying to vlog a little bit left and right so you guys won't miss a thing. So definitely take a look at the socials to keep up to date with everything Pokemon TCG. With that being said, we will test out a couple of archetypes today. We're going to be starting off with Mega Lucario and see how it will fare. So let's just start with that one first. We're in the Master Rank League and hopefully we'll be able to showcase some more fantastic decks that are potential options for the World Championships. Also, yeah, some people are already here, so thank you for being here on the live stream. There's going to be more people coming into the live stream very shortly, as we are just going to be testing out a lot of archetypes, and we just got live, like, just right now. So if you're watching currently, you are one of the very few people that are watching from the beginning of the live streams. Hopefully you will stick around, grab yourself a snack, a soda, and let's just chit-chat a little bit while we're testing out powerful archetypes. So throughout these live streams, I tested out a lot of archetypes. I tested out Dragapult, Zoroark, Slowking, Grimmsnarl, Raging Bolt, a lot of decks. So today we're going to be seeing if Lucario can hang in there on the Master Rank, and the rule is very simple. If a deck loses, I swap to a different deck. That's pretty much what it is. I also checked out like some very funky Chandelure decks. I played Honchkrow. You don't play Honchkrow? Yeah, at the moment, the GOAT streaming. Thank you, Ricardo Sousu, if I pronounce it correctly. Thank you for being here. We are currently playing with an interesting take on Mega Lucario. I did scratch the Crushing Hammers from that because I did feel like I want to be going for like some more air balloons and switch outs because you can, and also a 4th copy of Solrock. So if I do start with that, that's in this situation is awesome. So if you do go second, you can get that aggression going, and that's something I really like with an archetype like this. We have Tiger51V also joining the live stream. Matthias 25563. So a lot of numbers in that username. So look, unfortunately they started with Munkidori, but I do have a boss's order, so they're still gonna see, unless they like put Pokemon in the X position already. I do start with Solrock, so I don't expect that. Okay, let's lead off. We already have sufficient energies, I would say. Let's just get ourselves Lunatone and start drawing cards. We have Bulbasaurus. I definitely will utilize that, and let's just go for Lunar Cycle. Not gonna use Pokepad quite yet. We have a lot of great cards, by the way. We have Dunsparce. I can also use Fighting Gong to get myself. Should I get this guy? Probably. I might get Item Lock, by the way, so maybe it's better to get an energy card instead. That's probably better. Let's just get the energy card. But I'm 100% gonna be item locked soon, so I'm just gonna get this Riolu up on board. Check in real quick. We have access to that powerful Unfair stamp, so if we're able to use that. There's Jamming Tower in the 60, Gravity Mountain as well, and Rocky Fighting Energies. Might be interesting to prevent the effects of attack. So Phantom Dive, residual damage, we can prevent that. So Riolu on the bench here. We're gonna be getting an energy to the Solrock, and who do we want to knock out here? Probably the Draw Power, right? I'm not affected by yeah, the Budu. The Budu is an easy way. So I'm just gonna boss up the first Dreepy in my way, and let's just go for that powerful Cosmic Beam, instantly knocking out the Dreepy. So that's why this deck is good. Solrock is still a very sufficient attacker, and a lot of decks allow you to go second. No Hariyama in this deck. Nope. Is this list with hammers? It is not with hammers. It might come on the channel very shortly. I will showcase the list soon. Yeah. I put in one switch and an air balloon too, because I do feel, and an extra copy of the Solrock, so I just threw away the hammers. I feel like hammers are, like in this situation, a little bit YOLO behavior. Look at that, like 50% of the time they're doing nothing. I know you have to play 4 of them, otherwise like they're not that great. In this situation, if I draw with the Dunsparce and get myself Mega Lucario and a Bulbasaurus, that would be amazing. At the moment, there's 2 Dracloak, so I think I will just try and set up Mega Lucario and also utilize Hilda to get a Rocky Fighting Energy, which is great. Also, Phasandipity coming on board, weak to fighting, by the way. That is incredible news. Hi, Dr. Losens. Thank you for being here. took Hammer's list. Nah, I'm not a big fan of the Hammers. Not and Dragapult, I am a fan of the Hammers, but in this Mega Lucario build, I'm not. So, okay. Item lock, we can instantly knock this guy out without doing anything else. Sounds great to me. Let's Lunar Cycle our way to victory. Let's go. We already have a Rocking Fighting Energy, so that's cool. Runaway Draw, Protection. I will get a Rocky Fighting Energy over here. And then go for Hilda. Getting ourselves Lucario. And another Rocky Fighting Energy. Why not? Mega Lucario is now here. Let's go. There could still be some hammers happening. I am gonna leave my Dunsparce as it is, because I could be unfair stamped next turn, and that's gonna be otherwise very painful. I still have all my premium power pros, by the way, so that's gonna be goated as well. There's a Riolu, very great to pull. There's currently a lot of energies in the discard pile, so if I'm able to power up another Riolu, that will be great, although they will be able to utilize maybe risky runes if I slap it down. What's the line into Festival Lead? Unfair Stamp, keep knocking out the low HP Pokemon with Soul Rock. Use Premium Power Pro. You have 3 Soul Rock to utilize, so you have a 1 prize board state that is going to be very great. Hammers! Stop hammering me, man! Hammers do not work on me. Would you have any tips playing Slowking into list with Shaman? I usually run Spectrier, but I see a lot of lists playing the new Annihilate instead. If you play the new Annihilate, I think you're gonna be better off using the Monkey Dory build of Slowking, so you can trap with the Drapion, and then you're going to be able to accumulate damage, and then at one point use Annihilate to put 100 on the active and 5 damage counter on the bench, enough to knock out the Shaman through the means of Adrenabrain. Yo, Mega Lucario is ready. If I just have Gravity Mountain and Premium Power Pro, we're goated. Depends on what they're doing. We're gonna have to say goodbye to maybe Soul Rock. It depends on what's... Watchtower! That's so sad. Watchtower and attacking my Mega Lucario. Well, at least I will have draw power through the means of my Lunatone, but yeah. Watchtower, no, you don't want to see that. That's why there's also like 3 copies of... Yeah, that's a lot of damage on me. 3 copies of Stadiums in here. Balls' Orders could knock out the Fez, and charge up a Riolu is an option. Fighting Gong. Might have to go with another Soul Rock, just for some extra protection. Okay, here we go. Lunatone, can you get myself 2 Premium Power Pros, please? Not really what we need, but this is still okay. I'm gonna get Riolu on board. I will... The Rocky Fighting Energies are very nice to have on the Riolu here, but I think I'll just attach... But these are also cards you want in the late game, right? So I think I'll just get a Rocky Fighting Energy on top of this. Here. I could boss the Fez and charge up the Riolu, but if there's a risky runes coming down, I'm completely ruined. I could also Pokepad for another Riolu, so I have 2 of them on board. Yeah, it's also not too bad. It's also not too bad. Maybe that is the better out. And try to get 2... yeah, I will get destroyed here, but they cannot take down all of these Riolus, right? So maybe this is the safer approach. I probably should have attached to the Riolu on the bench here, but I changed my game plan midway. I don't think they're gonna trap. Yeah, that's probably not what I wanted here, but yeah, sure. I definitely needed to attach to the one on the bench, so I am protected. At this point, let's just go for an Aura Jab, and I'm actually gonna charge up. Yeah, this definitely needed a Rocky Fighting Energy. Now I need to go like this, and hope they don't have like the nuts with Monkey Dory business and risky runes. But if they have risky runes, they get rid of their Team Rocket's Watchtower, opening the door to the Dunsparce. Only 2 modifiers, maybe a hammer coming down on this guy, while knocking out both of them with risky runes is definitely gonna ruin my day. 2 hammers there, not a lot of drop power remaining. Scary. Yeah, maybe if I like not change my mindset midway, the Rocky Fighting Energy could have been on one of the Riolus. Would have been way better. At this point, I only need 2 modifiers like Gravity Mountain, Premium Power Pro to knock it out. I have 3 Mega Lucario and deck, a Stretcher, and this one will be knocked out most likely. And Monkey Dory, the second Monkey Dory is there. I wonder if they're gonna slap down risky runes here. Like, my objective in this entire scenario is, like, utilizing another Mega Lucario. Crispin. That is not a boss, so my Dunsparce is alive for now. Yeah. I don't know if it was the correct play. Maybe I should have, like, high rolled with Lily, try to bump the stadium proactively. Yeah, there's a special red card. I don't really feel double Premium Power Pro. Okay. Yeah, top deck Mega Lucario or Stretcher, and the game is over. Interesting. What do we do? At top deck an energy, I have draw power. At top deck stadium, I have draw power. At top deck Lily's Determination, I have draw power. At top deck Hilda, I have draw power. Yeah, Hilda's game. So a lot of outs. If I'm calculating here, we have my Lily's Determinations, all outs. Stretcher is an out. They could also target down Solrock here, but then they're leaving alone our Riolus. They still need a lot of prize cards. If they knock both of these out, charge this one up, the only thing they need is a boss's order. So it's gonna be very, very scary. Is Dunsparce Lucario better than Togekiss Lucario? Yeah, the Rocky energy would have been amazing, but at this point, doesn't matter, right? The Rocky energy would have not changed anything in this specific scenario. There's a Pokepad. That's gonna be doing absolutely nothing for us. They need 2 prize cards. There's like nothing we can do about this. We have double Premium Power Pro, but nothing that can protect us. Didn't find an energy. Like, how many outs do we have? Double Lucario is 2. Hilda's 3. That's 7 outs. Unfair Stamp, 8 outs. Okay. 8 outs. That's actually not too much outs here. So the game is over. Lucario, if only I would have been able to evolve them sooner, would have been able to get away with this because I have the double Premium Power Pro, but the Watchtower stuck around, and that's why Lucario was not able to come out on top. Okay, interesting. I know the Rocky Fighting Energy could have been another Pokemon, but maybe I should have knocked out the Dragapult, but if I didn't draw into like double Rocky Fighting Energy, double Premium Power Pro, it would have also been really horrendous. So yeah. The 60 we were playing, this was the 60 by the way, for the people that were wondering. There is 2 Lunatones behind me by the way. So 2 Lunatones, 3 line of Mega Lucario, 3 Solrock, 2 Air Balloon, a switch. So if you go second, you can get that aggression play off. Interesting builds, but unfortunately we were just short because of Watchtower. And that's probably the thing about playing Mega Lucario with the Dunsparce is that you're like fragile to stuff like the Watchtower. Togekiss with Lucario is a meme deck. Is it? I have not played that. Been playing a lot of Honchkrow and been going through your Masterclass. Thank you for all the info. It's been great. My one Chansey. Appreciate you getting the Masterclass over on Metafy. Yeah, the Honchkrow deck could still surprise a lot of people. People are saying like, oh, it's not good, but if you're up against like, I would say, multiple prize decks, you're gonna be golden. Very easy. Rocket's Feathers. Okay, after Lucario now, we're gonna be playing with this Slowking deck, with where TCG Live decides to give us a very awkward hand. Greetings from California. Okay, I'll be going to California very shortly. Mega Lucario. People want Mega Lucario. Okay. I think the monkey builds, yeah, the energy base too much. That's true. This is the worst matchup for Slowking. So that's gonna be ridiculously difficult to beat. Okay, we have this. I think the only thing we can do is like telepath here. And see how it goes. Look at these guys. Okay, we will need to know if like we will have Wondrous Patch capabilities. Now this will be difficult. Yeah, we don't even have an energy on the Slowking. Alright, on the Slowpoke. Yeah, the Watchtower. If the Watchtower was not around, I could have drawn 3. The only card I needed was a Mega Lucario, and it would have been amazing. Alakazam decks. Let's see what they come packing. This is very difficult for Slowking. I don't even know. Pokepad, if this is a Shaman, it's almost impossible to beat. Yeah. almost impossible. Yeah, there's a Shaman. I don't play Spectrier, so this will also be... This is the worst matchup. Saludos, compañero. Yo. Good luck at the World Cup. Thank you. Yeah. How do we deal with this? Do we attack with Clefairy? Kadabra energy, like this is really bad, right? Keep attacking and pray they stumble. Only 6 cards in their hands. I don't have Gust in this deck, so it's gonna be... Yeah, the new Annihilate could be great in this matchup, knocking out 2 Abras. Is that sufficient though? Maybe I should test that out. A bunch of Slowking. They'd probably not play a lot of Gust, so I'll just go with this. Go with that. Set up another Slowpoke, and yeah, hope for the best. If I draw Energy, Ultra Ball, Wondrous Patch, all that stuff, okay, we have something. Not really where we need to be. I just need a regular Psychic Energy to pull it off. Yeah. Maybe we just try and maximize the chances. There's definitely a lot of cards we cannot use in this matchup, like this. And like thinning all these cards. Let's get this one. Wondrous Patch, Academy at Night. And just draw into a regular Psychic Energy. Is that difficult to pull off? It is. So at this point, it is almost impossible. We are not having an attack. At one point, they will have Kadabras, Alakazams. It's impossible. Like, Slowking, also not cutting the job right here. Lots of Shaman. Is Spectrier the way to go? I don't think so. Like, a lot of decks play Stretcher, right? I'm going to Worlds as a spectator. I'm so happy you got it. I'm rooting for you while being there myself. Thank you. Animancy 9824. Okay, now the new Annihilate. Can we add that into the 60? Is that even sufficient? Let's test out Grim. Grim also feels like a great pick. You have a little bit of decent draw. You will be, yeah, it's Grimmsnarl's turn. We're in the high rank of Master Rank, so what did we see? Every deck played Shaman. That was it. So Slowking, not a great pick at the moment. Okay. 134 people watching at the same time. Thank you all very much for being here. This is one of the last live streams before I actually leave to California, to San Francisco. Do you want to go first? No, we were playing Grimmsnarl. Okay, so this is what happens when you play Grim. You got hands like this. Unplayable shenanigans. I do go second, so maybe I can still top deck a supporter, but this is what I feel like happens a lot with this Grimmsnarl, is that you're whiffing out on a supporter. And then it goes really, really slow. What do we do now? Try Festival Lead up next? Maybe. There's the golden rule. If I lose, I switch to another deck. Let us take a look at what has an incredibly high win rate. Yeah, Dragapult with the Dunsparce, yeah. The Ian Raw builds. Oh, only one Dreepy? Well, at least that is nice. I'll just get my fella. How many supporters in here, by the way? 2 Petrel, 3 Lilies, so that's 5. 2 Gwen, that's 7. 7! Grab this guy. I will have to go for the item lock. And play the slow game. Let's go. I'll save my energy as well. Just in case I do draw into some Munkidori business. I could Filch. Filch is an option. Reasonably an option, but if I can slow the opponent down while slowly evolving, maybe I can get there faster. Yeah, Ian Robb uses Coffigrigus and Drapion to paralyze to counter Zam. Yeah, because you're putting like, what's it, 6 damage counters on everything that has abilities, right? Something like that. You use it twice, it's busted. Dragon Headbutt. Man, that's a little bit crazy behavior right here. What's that? It's the Rosig. Okay, that is a very crazy behavior. Well, in this case, I will be able to slap 60 damage, so I will actually attach here. Do I stretcher? Probably stretcher. They cannot take down both of these at the same time. If I draw into, and maybe if I draw into a secret box, maybe. I can still E-switch as well if I want to. They're not gonna like balls twice in a row, are they? So if I have energy and Dory, okay, that's scary. 3 energies. Lily's Determination, they're gonna like retreat at this point, right? I'm gonna try. Maybe Tatsugiri can help when you don't have a supporter. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's even a great option, by the way, to have Tatsugiri in the list. But it also has a low amount of hit point risky runes. Grimmsnarl, why? It's just one Dragapult, I suppose, but it's already so aggressive. Like 200 damage on the Badu, sure. Please let me get Lily's Determination. That's what I need at the moment. Do have E-switch, so I can set up a Monkey Dory. Top deck mode with the Grim. Spike Muff. Okay. It's not good. It's really not good. I don't think I have a chance here. I could filch. Do I have, is Candy in here, by the way? Yeah. Yeah, not good. Maybe they whiff energies. It's my like only hope at the moment. Filch. No supporters. That's the problem with the Grim. You played 144 games with Grimmsnarl and won 74 of them. Dang. Buddy buff. If they whiff an energy, that would be amazing. They're buddy. Yeah, if they whiff the energy, that would be fantastic. I know all of my Pokemon are like heavily damaged here. That was a very good play. The early game boss. Had to throw away the Lily that way. Yes, they're stuck. It worked out. Please, support her. A Gwen. A Gwen? It's like a difficult thing. I can get Grimmsnarl on board. But I also need more than that. If I attack with Grimmsnarl, that should be great. But I need to draw myself out of the situation. So it's gonna have to be the Gwen. Okay. Go like this. Poke Gear for Lily. Set. So sad. I could have attacked with Grimmsnarl, but would have not been too great. Energy there. Start using Adrenal Brains. Please be stuck for a turn. Probably not, but this is not gonna end well for us. I could have attacked, but without Monkey Dories, what's the use? We're slapping 180 and then 30 on the bench. 3 energies on a Dragapult. They're gonna have like double Dracloak. Please. No energies. No lilies. No Ultra Ball for me out. Yeah, I'm cooked. Well, I have a Petrel for at least a Spike Muff. Yeah, these guys can get knocked out. Like 2 prizes at the same time. I will need to like Candy into like Grimmsnarl, get another Grimmsnarl on board. But they also have double Monkey Dory themselves. What's the odds of them whipping an energy here? 3 on the Dragapult though. How many energies are they playing? 7? They're playing Rosa, so maybe. Maybe 7. Please be stuck for a turn, man. But they were already stuck for a turn in the first place, so. Oh! Dang! It worked out, sure. If I patrol, then I can secret box. And then the secret box could get me at least a supporter for next turn, right? There's also a world where I can use Yveltal, by the way. So I think this game is far from done. This is far from done. I can also attack and then take 2 prize cards at the same time. And having 2 prize cards, then I can use my Team Rocket's Petrel for later, right? Or the best move, Petrel for... yeah, Petrel for the rare candy is maybe the better out, right? I still have a lot of low HP Pokemon on my field that I don't like. If I secret box, this is probably the better move here. Candy time. I already used my E-Switch, so that's a little bit of a bummer. Here we go. 1, 2, only 2. I can get more energies out because I already have energies just for tinning purposes, but I also need energies for my Yveltal strategy. So I think I'll just go with 3. 3 is sufficient. Maybe like they have Crushing Hammers, right? I'll put 3 on myself. I don't trust Crushing Hammers here. Yeah. Could have an additional one, but that's fine. Let's just knock out 2 Pokemon at the same time. Try that out for size. And then maybe we can utilize Yveltal to trap Munkidori. And charge up more Munkidoris than my opponent. At least we have taken an equal amount of prizes at this point. Let's go. These TCG live shuffles, man. Yeah, I only have 1 Grim, so that's what's the thing. I'm only playing 2 Grimmsnarl in the deck. And if I played more, I could have easily go for that secret box route. But now with Gwen and double Munkidori, I actually have something to work with. Okay, let's see how this goes. Dragapult in the house with like 3 energies randomly. Crispin is not a boss. They can still put a lot of pressure by like... I still have a low Impidimp as well. I had to like stretch it for a Morgrim at one point, otherwise they can like take an easy KO on this one as well. While they then KO the 2-prizer. I at one point need to like Yveltal a little bit, set up Frostlass in the same time as well. Oof, it's gonna be difficult. Yeah, very difficult. It's still not over, but very difficult indeed. I had to like struggle so much. What would the point of waiting with the Pokegear? Waiting and like then you have like 8 cards deep. But you could also like be punished with item lock, so there's that. Okay. Goodbye, my friends. Probably Impidimp? Right? Yeah. Goodbye, Impidimp. Now this is scary. Really, really scary. Because I only have 1 Grimmsnarl to work with. Huh. This is really, really bad. Because at this point, the only card they need is a boss to win. Unless... I guess I'll have to go... If I go Gwen, get rid of these. There's a lot to learn here. Get that Frostlass on board. Okay. Then... this one will go down. Yeah, but they also have an Adrenal Brain, so I will need to retreat at the same time. 3 damage counters. I'll just try to spread it across a little bit of everything. Forcing this one to evolve is not too bad, I would say. I could attack. And then there's going to be damage here, then they can finish me off. I don't have a second Grim, so that's really bad. The only thing I could do... I could Buddy Puffin. Get myself Yveltal. It's so sad. So sad that my Elder Grimm is prized. I'll stretch her. Get Munkidori back. Use the Munkidori. And then hope they don't have balls. If they have balls, they win. That's pretty much what it is. Yeah, I will have to like trap Munkidoris for a while. Retreat. Give them this guy. That's the only thing I can do at this point. Yeah, there's no use using Spike Muff. There's nothing left in deck. Yeah, this one gets knocked out with... They don't have that much draw power at least. One ball's gone. No fast capability, just in hand. They still have Ultra Ball, by the way. Ultra Ball, Meowth, balls. Game over. How many Ultra Balls in this cup route? Only one. Yeah, I think I'm cooked. That's the thing with Grimmsnarl. That is the thing with Grimmsnarl. And I still need 3 prize cards. How are we gonna... Nah, this is almost impossible. Do they have the balls or not? Interesting. Maybe I should have not set up the Frost, but I had to. Otherwise, it can like be Adrenabrained attacked. I had to. Sad. Sad situation. If only I have seen more supporters throughout the course of the game. Not a single Lily's Determination. And this one also evolved, so I think this is over. Game over. We're gonna have to like play a different deck. Like there's a boss. Yeah, that's the game already. Like what? Why were you waiting with that? I have no idea. Adrenabrain to the Pokemon on the bench, knockout, Frostlass, and Grimmsnarl at the same time. So, ugh. It's time for your boy Honchkrow. Okay. Let's see. Can we have some redemption? Let's figure it out. I think Honchkrow is like not too bad. Where is it? Where is my Honchkrow deck? Over here. Let's go. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Like, very hard to win games here on the Master Rank League. I keep on like getting like my first game with Lucario, I was watchtowered out of the game. Very close to winning, but watchtowered out of the game. Second game with Slowking, it was like the worst matchup. Alakazam combined with Shaman. They found the Shaman, that was game over. And the third game was Grimmsnarl not finding any supporters. Very hard to get my conclusion here. Have you tried Absol in this set? Yeah, I tested out the Absol. Which archetype was it? Absol with Toxtricity. Oh yeah, the cool thing is like if you're playing Honchkrow, you see Kangaskhans, you can knock those out. I did that before on stream, so there's that. What are you playing at Worlds? Nobody knows. I don't know myself either. What do we go for here? A Roto Stick. I could still get donked by a Teal Mask Ogerpon next turn if I don't draw into something good. Teal Mask again. It's gonna be Raging Bolt shenanigans. I wish I had Proton. Okay, Wellspring is already threatening itself. Cannot keep doing it back to back. Once I evolve, I have 130 HP. 3 grass energies in play. That's crazy. Roto Stick. Oh, Roto into the Proton. Let's go. Roto into these guys. I can also... Nah, I need multiple of these Murkrows. Can also attach Retreat into a into an Articunos, but I don't mind sacrificing 2 of these guys if it means I will be able to KO Wellspring, Ogerpon. You enjoy the Budokai 3 playlist? Yeah. There's a lot of like fantastic original soundtracks of video games that I played during the time I grew up, which is awesome. Like old school, like Unreal Tournament music, Dragon Ball, Nintendo 64 music, Super Mario, Banjo-Kazooie, all that good stuff. Some Game Boy Advance music in there as well. Run errand, can they find Crispin and Latias? Right? Do have the Giovanni, so if nothing happens, I KO their Pokemon first. It's gonna attack with a 2-prizer. Oh, it's a Prism Energy. Okay. Energy switch. Here they go. Say goodbye to 2 Murkrow. It's fine. 2 for 2. Don't mind this at all. Yeah, it's pretty typical that stuff like this happens. Goodbye, my Murkrows. You have served your purpose. But now it's time to showcase the GOAT itself. Honchkrow. Typically, I want to have 2 Honchkrow, just in case they have E-Switch Crispin and they're doing it again. Just in case they go for that like unfair stamp shenanigans, I will actually go for a factory. Also, a stretcher is also not too bad, right? I think the best plan is to get a stretcher, although they cannot E-Switch Prism Energy Boss. Scary stuff, right? Maybe this is better. Maybe this is better. Bumping that stadium and getting some more draw power right here. Should I just go for it? Yeah, at this point we're so far behind. Typically I leave this guy open so I can deceive for a supporter, but since I don't have backup, it's the best plan of action. The next best thing. 1, 2, 3. That's 180. But we need more. Boom. Okay, what are they gonna throw at us? If there's an unfair stamp, it's still fine. Haven't used any of my transceivers. We're good. Yeah, I have Porygon 2 in this build. Ocarina of Time. Yeah, also a fantastic game. I think that I have like a lot of nostalgia for these old school video games. PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, stuff like that. Won against you this morning, you played Slowking. Yeah, that could be the case. I played a lot of everything these days. Slob boxing around. And they don't even play a Raging Bolt here, so it's just classic Slob box. Meowth. Meowth. Cypher Maniac. Put Unfair Stamp on top. Unfair Stamp me into Transceiver and be knocked out. Yeah. My pick for Worlds, I haven't decided yet. Here's the Cypher Maniac. Prepare to see this hand transform into a Transceiver out of an Unfair Stamp. I am certain I will survive the Unfair Stamp. I have a hunch. You see that? You see that? Just draw them out already. Or maybe like double. I don't even know what they're gonna do. Pheasantipity joins the party. Energy onto Teal Mask, Ogerpon. Here's the Unfair Stamp. You see, look at this. Transceiver is coming in 1, 2, 3. Patam! Oh, this is really sad. I do have the stadium on board. If the stadium can stick around, please, that would be great. Then I can patrol for Miracle headsets. Or patrol for Roto Stick and just go YOLO. But I do need a backup Pokemon. I can still draw Transceiver, right? Scary. Transceiver, now! Factory, like really, really bad draws. Yeah, I will need to get the stretcher back. Can still draw Miracle Headset and Roto Stick. YOLO behavior. Yeah, not great. Over here. If I draw an Ariana, I will draw more. There's no room for a Wellspring at the moment. Yeah, this is not turning out great, is it? Honchkrow back into the... all these guys in the Master Rank League are destroying me. Storyline did not add up here. If I didn't evolve it, could have deceived it. It's true. But I was so far behind in the first place, I was hoping... There's a balls, that's fine. I do have the Ignition Energy still. That means I need one card less. That's nice. Also need one stretcher less. So maybe top deck Transceiver right now. That's the card we really need. Man, that is just horrendously sad. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Like, I really draw poorly with that one. Nah. What kind of decks? We're playing a little bit of everything. So if we lose, choose a different deck. That's pretty much how it goes. Let's go for Hero's Cape Excadrill. Let's see how that one goes. We were not able to win. This is not my day. Today is not my day. Insane. I dropped 100 points in the Master Rank League just by playing different decks, and they all like had their flaws. So, pretty much not a lot I could do. Grimmsnarl didn't have supporters. Watchtower was around for the Dunsparce build of Lucario. Okay, which deck are we playing again? Excadrill, go second. Yeah. This will be the one, right? Man. You gotta be honest, I'm drawing really poorly with all of these decks. All of them. And there's still hope for a Buddy Poffin. Or a Lily's Determination. When is the deadline for the deck? I think the day before. Yo, what's good? Hopefully you guys have a fantastic time. Have you ever been to Austria? No, I have not. You think that Honchkrow can be good post-rotation? Maybe. Like all of the Dragapult stuff and all that will remove, and there's going to be a mega field, so I think so. After rotation, it will be better. Yo, some sort of a Trumby kind of deck. I think if I don't draw something good here, the game is already over. Drillbur, okay. This guy at least has something. I think this one will be gusted up, but at least I will have Matanks. I have Jumbo Ice Cream, so... Have you seen the Bristol Mega Manectric? Yeah, I have seen that. Oh, they're gonna fly? What? They're gonna... Oh, they don't have a Terra Pokemon. Oh, dang, I have a shot. Insane. A retreat? This guy. This guy. I can proactively Matang. But they're gonna knock out my Drillbur, right? So maybe we wait with the Matanks. But I also need some... do I need retreat options? Probably not. I think I'll just call for some family here. Yeah. Let's get ourselves Genesect and Drillbur. Do I have Mega fellas in there? Yeah. Cool. How many Jumbo Ice Creams? Cool. Jumbo Ice Cream, Hero's Cape. Slapping them out of existence. They don't have access to Noctowl, so at least that's good. They can fly. That's true. 2 cannons here. So they're gonna take the first prize card. They're gonna swing with a big There they go. Instantly bossing up my Janiczac for bazillion prize cards. That is amazing. What can we do now? We don't even have the Megas. Ah, we don't have actually the... We haven't been able to use the ability, so... Where's my Janiczac? Please, Lily's Determination. Let's go. The game's over, man. Insane. Insane situations. Every deck that I actually get my hands on is breaking like crazy. Can you do Ghost Fail after this? Ghost Fail? Not a big fan of Ghost Fail, to be honest, but I could give it a try, I suppose. I still drop a lot of Sneak Spread. Let's go. Is this the better way to play hide and sneak? It is spreading, but I have Petrat as well. Brilliant Blender. I think the better way to play hide and sneak. Is there the better way? Toucan, Festival Lead. Big bait, yeah, hide and sneak. Let's get it going. Let's see. I've played every deck, but every deck is breaking, so. Have you done any testing? Bolt actually seems pretty strong pick right now. I've tested out a little bit of Raging Bolt. Didn't go too well. Did you try Garchomp? I have not. It's very, very unfortunate. Like, I want to showcase all these decks in action, but my opening hand seems... TCG Live decides to say nope, but who knows? I was checking out win results over on play.limitlesstcg.com. One of the later tournament results had a hide and sneak winning. I think there's gonna be like definitely some amount of Watchtower, I would say. Do you have the Pulled Hammer deck in TCG Live? I have. But I don't know, if you play Pulled Hammers, you see a lot of mirror matches. You have to like hope you draw better than the opponent. Maybe you can tag for item lock by playing Dawn. I'll lead off with Delmice. I don't know if it's the correct choice, but I have Gwen and a Pokepad, so at least I'll be able to like discard a lot of resources. Okay, Marnie's Grimmsnarl, one of the worst matchups for hide and sneak. This is definitely not my day. Every deck I choose, I'm seeing the worst matchup. No, this is not really where we need to be at. Alright, double Pokepad though. Definitely need some draw power while it lasts. I can put Fluttermane in the active, so if they candy, they're not gonna get. Patrat is also very great in this matchup. Yeah, I think I'll take this. Let's go with the Gwen. Let's do this. Ultra Ball, one short, unfortunately. I have Ultra Ball for one. Yo, I can't get there. I can't get there. Telepath. Delmice, fellas, out of nowhere. Pokepad. This guy. Ultra Ball. Get rid of this guy. Probably not need Clefairy. Yeah, I'll probably not need Clefairy in this matchup. Ultra Ball. Get one of these. Ultra Ball, get rid of that. Get rid of that. In my discard pile. 4 hide and sneak, fellas. How amazing is that? I could get the Patrat when the time's right. Or another Delmice. I think this is fine. Slapping this down. Let's go! 170! On the very first turn, going second. What is the best control stall deck? Control stall, I would say Crustle with Mega Kangaskhan. Pokemon TCG Live is truly the pain and suffering factory. Yeah, my draws were really unfortunate. Like, I have no Pokemon abilities in place, so the Frostlasses will, like, get damage on their monkeys, but as soon as, like, there's enough damage, I slap down Patrat, and then they're only gonna get knocked out themselves. Secret box. Is TCG Live worldwide? Do you only play versus players in your region? No. Worldwide. You can play against anything or anyone. Secret box. Come on. What are they gonna throw at us? We do have enough stuff already. So I am just gonna attack with Delmice time and time again. And then try to set up the Patrat. I also need a lot more draw power for Pulse's Orders capabilities. There's the Spike Muff. It's still a bad matchup because of Frostlass shenanigans. I will telepath, get another Delmice on board. Oh, Badoo! That means I can no longer use my Pokepatch if they actually find an energy card. Rare Candy is gone as well. Oof. Boss's Order is gone. 2 Impidimps. And an Air Balloon, okay. Could get behind that. Patrat is a really important card. Not right now. I don't see any Frostlass either. Is this deck struggling from getting the... Yeah, they had to put Trell to find a supporter. In their discard pile, no stretchers yet. I will get item locked here. Telepath. Yeah, sure, why not? The more the merrier. Lily. A lot of item lock. So even with running through them like nothing, I wonder if we're ever gonna be winning this battle if they are able to like establish double Frostlass and an army of monkey. There's the first Frostlass. I don't have any Pokemon with abilities in play. That means they're gonna just damage themselves. But if I can attack a Grimmsnarl while slapping down Patrat, I do have something that could work. But if they're able to like set up multiple Monkey Dory, Patrat will also feel that. With double Frostlass sticks and a Drainer Brain, I definitely need like a Bulbasaur to like clean up the Frostlass. Like that's the scariest part at the moment. Could also try to go after the only Morgrim in play. Is an option because their only Rare Candy and Secret Box are both gone. And double Patrol, so they're out to Candy if they play. Okay, double Morgrim, never mind. Definitely need to go after the Frostlass. Stretcher for Badoo. Badoo returns to the scene so they can save their Frostlasses. Yeah, that's not good. More Itchy Paw. And now the Munkidori will get some damage. That's a lot of draw power for later. I think I'll just go for Gwen. Get rid of that. We have the Petrat at least. I'll slap this down. Petrat can block some damage being moved, but this is fine at the moment. 170 again. 3 prize card lead. But now Munkidori business is happening. Yeah, I wonder if like more hide and sneak Pokemon will be added to the card pool. Do you play any other games than Pokemon TCG Live? I do play Super Smash Bros. That's like the only game I actually play a lot besides Pokemon TCG Live. There's the Grimmsnarl. I only need 3 more prizes. I have a boss's order, so if I can like go after Frostlass. Yeah, there's definitely... How many boss's orders do I have left, by the way? All of them. I just boss 3 times to win the game. Grimmsnarl number 2. Those guys will also get a lot of damage if they have multiple Frostlass. Who do you main in Super Smash Bros? Ness. Oh, here's a special red card. Let's see what we draw. Some Dunsparce, please. Gwen, that helps. Good stretcher to draw cards. Yeah. And they also have Gwen. I don't have my boss's orders any longer. That's sad. So I need to swing into a Grimmsnarl that is going to be able to heal and use a ton of Adrenal Brain. They also powered up double energies here while they need energies on Munkidoris. Interesting. What is the best deck in best of 1 tournaments? Yeah, a deck that doesn't mind going first and second, like Dragapult, I would say. What else is good? Maybe Raging Bolt. 2 monkeys. No energies. That's so sad. And that's because they over-attached energies on their other fella. Maybe they want to like draw better cards, I would say. Okay. Here comes a ton of damage. But only 1 of these guys at the moment. Special red card had balls, so I'm gonna reshuffle. That red was also in there. Legacy Energy is also an interesting card to pull. Stretcher. Yeah, let's get this one. Prism Tower. Not really the cards we need. I can still Buddy Puffin. There's still Stretcher as well. Buddy Puff to get the Patrat already. But with 1 Adrenal Brain, they're gonna be forced to retreat, right? With 1 Adrenal Brain, they will have enough damage regardless, right? This already has 30, so if they have E-Switch, that would be very sad. I'll save this energy. Probably not. I will attack with it very shortly. Yeah. Patrat not right at the time because they can Munkidori, then Frostlass and attack, and then it's gone. So I have to wait till the right opportunity is there. What a long game, man. It would be a dream if you added me on TCG Live. Unfortunately, I have I think 300 friend requests. I have not added anyone because I merely do the Master Rank League. That's what I do. If I would add everyone that asked me, I would not have a live anymore. So there's that. Spike Muff. More Grimmsnarls. What is this? Yeah, Master Rank League is like the highest pinnacle you can get in Pokemon TCG Live. There's also the best games out there. imagine they would have drawn like really well. We would have been cooked already. The opponent like playing quite slow. There's Adrenabrain capabilities and attack. Currently don't have any Pokemon with abilities in play. They will need to like hard retreat this Grimmsnarl. Or attack with it and save up all the stuff. This one will get knocked out. Then some Adrenabrains going all onto this Dalmise, which means I need to stretch her. Yo. Where is my Dunsparce? Where are my supporters? I've already played like Gwens and Lily, but I need a Dunsparce. Yeah, the damage being spread on both of these guys quite cleverly, so they can take them down next turn. Oh, they are retreating. And a Gwen on top of this. I think we could still lose this battle, so that means Yveltal gone, Frostlass gone, Stretcher gone. At one point I could set up the Patrat, because there's only 2 Adrenabrains maximally possible, but with Frostlass that's enough. So setting down the Patrat will lose myself the game as well, unless Frostlass has been taken care of. But that does mean all the Adrenabrains need to go to the Patrat. Yeah, not great, is it? Please, something good. Yeah, a lot of Adrenabrain shenanigans. That's already getting scary, man. Ah, the Bossasaurus, thank you. That helps. So I can boss up Frostlass, set up Patrat. That is an option. Can also boss this guy and then we take 2 prize cards. Also not bad. They've already played special red card. And then I can end the game with a Blood Moon. I'm gonna check if my Blood Moon Ursaluna is still in the deck. It is. Would that be a great solution, by the way? You can also Kieran with Blood Moon to 270. There's gonna be a lot of damage on them. Legacy Energy also still part of the plan. 2 prize cards or survivability. I think I'll just go for Boss's Orders on this guy. And do I also get out Patrat to save this guy? Adrenabrain. They can like knock everything of these guys out. And then I can draw with the Dunsparce. If I put the Patrat right now, I also lose a prize card. I think it's fine. I can still have Legacy Energy situations. I still have Stretcher as well. Yeah, let's just take this guy down. If I get Patrat out right now, the Adrenabrain. But it would be the perfect opportunity to leave this guy being active. But I can still do it later. I think I'll just go Vengeful Anchor, 170. Let's go. Come on, some great cards. Air Balloon Prism Tower, I can deal with that. Yeah, Patrat stops Adrenabrain. But the problem with Patrat is that there's a Frostlass. Oh yeah, the Patrat. The Adrenabrain would be stopped entirely. What am I saying? Yeah, the attack. Yeah. I'll get it out next turn. At this point, these guys can't get knocked out. That's fine. And then the Dunsparce, then Stretcher, Adrenabrain. Yeah, Patrat is coming to town short. Yeah, what I was saying, like, I'm not getting out Patrat because I'm afraid of Munkidora. But the cool thing is that this guy has a lot of damage on him. With this, it's gonna be 270. So I have Kieran, Blood Moon still a situation. And if these guys are knocked out, it's actually better for my Blood Moon play. So that's cool. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Yeah, I was so confused. This is why we test. Hilarious. Okay, now that these guys have been taken care of, the only thing I need is the Bossasaurus, right? So I have an additional turn if I set up the Patrat with the Buddy Puffin. I have a Stretcher for Dalmise. I can slap it and then wait it out. Oh, Lily came at the right time, my friend. Let's get this guy. The Dunsparce for more draw power. I can also attack with Shuppet, but this also is gonna get some damage. Let's just get these guys. 3. Air balloon this guy. Set up the prism tower. Stretcher the Delmize. I can still boss this guy up, I would say. But then I can Blood Moon, which is great. Petrat is now finally in town. A little bit late to the party, but yeah. We're gonna have the Dunsparce situations. There's the Blood Moon already. This guy will go down to 60. Interesting, right? Pokepad, is there anything else in my deck? Shuppet. Interesting. Legacy Energy. I could draw that. Don't need these Shuppets. I have Balsasaurus and Blood Moon. If I Blood Moon, it's 240. 240. Still not enough quite yet. Maybe later. I could still be trapped with my Delmize, but I have balls in hand, so that's fine. Legacy Energy. Yeah, I'll just let them KO this guy, and then I Blood Moon balls. Sounds like a plan. Yeah. I have game in hand, right? They can attack with 30 there. Adrenal Brain doesn't work. It is stopped, finally. Not the biggest hide and seek enjoyer, I would say. Double Frostlass. And attack is 5 damage counters. This is okay. They're gonna boss. Who are they gonna boss? Delmize. Try to deck us out? Or like, this is our only attacker that they think of. Look at that. Insane. Such a bad matchup. We only got away with it because like... We only got away with it because they were a little bit slow. But yeah, on the other hand, turn 1 going second, Vengeful Anchor. Not too bad. Pokepad for double Frozzy? No. They can also wait a turn, hope we don't have an energy, and then take everything down at the same time because of Petrat is an option. This guy is getting a lot of Blood Moon. Yeah, I don't even need balls at this point, just Blood Moon is sufficient because of Frostlass, Freezing Shroud. Double Frostlass is here. And another Munkidori. Look at that field, man. Triple Munkidori. Luckily, Patrat is there to save the day. Shadow Bullet. Ow. We've survived with 10 HP. That is so hilarious. Freezing Shout. Okay. It's time. Retreat! Blood Moon! 240 and the game is over. Luckily, the in-between turns do not activate when a win condition is achieved, so you might think, oh, my Petrat's going away, but it's not true. But yeah, Hide and Sneak. Petrat made it, but if the opponent was like 1 turn faster, I would have been cooked regardless. So I don't believe that Hide and Sneak will perform well. Maybe people over in Japan will try out a little bit something with Hide and Sneak, but no, not too keen on it. Let's try Slowking again. See if we can dodge the Shaymans. Maybe some Dragapult. I don't think Dragapult needs Shayman as they have a lot of great tools with Crushing Hammer, Itchy Pollen, Item Block, and Fair Stamp shenanigans. The Pat Rat. Yeah, it's still a bad matchup, Hide and Sneak against Grimmsnarl, because you are playing Dunsparces, low HP, Shadow Bullet. You need your Patrat, but not like in the beginning of the game, or Frostlass will take care of it. Opponent is going first. This is an okay hand. I can get behind this. 2 Pokemon already? What are they playing? Slowpoke mirror match, really? Why am I seeing the weirdest? Which Lucario list would you recommend right now? Lucario, the Dunsparce, but with more consistency. I would say. Like, Scratch the Crushing Hammers are like really annoying. Ultra Ball. What's it gonna be? I do have an okay game plan with all of this. There is Kangaskhan. Run errands. Yeah, that's a fantastic setup for them. How do we commence? Slowpoke. Telepath energy. Here we are as well. Slowpoke. I don't get the Clefairy. I just get all these guys out while I can. And my game plan in this matchup, I could like only get 2 Slowpoke. If I do get Kyurem, I still have options. So I'll just get 1 Slowpoke out. Yeah, 1 Slowpoke out. And then I will Ultra Ball away. Maybe I can save an Ultra Ball just in case. Then I have Meowth situations. Run errand first. Yeah, that's also okay, I suppose. Ultra Ball. I'll get rid of this. I'll get rid of that. And I will set up my good friend Padu. I'm gonna check real quick. Do I have access to Switch and Surfer? Okay. Hopefully this will be enough to get ourselves loaded. So we go retreat. And with Cypher Maniac, I can get Switch on a Cypher. Now I can Cypher on top. Cypher already. And what do we put on top? Another Cypher just in case I get knocked out. If not, I have Lily's Determination. Switch. And a Lily is an option. I don't... Maybe they can knock us out though. Another Cypher on top, but then I have an energy. But I need more. I think I'll just get Lily on top. Sounds great to me. Yeah, it's the only card I'm interested in at the moment. Let's just put Lily on top. And Ichibon. So we can, of course, boomerang Lily and see how it goes. If they can find Kyurem without playing Pokepad, that means they need Cypher currently in hand. We'll see how it goes. They can still attack us with, like, more Slowpokes. Lily, okay. Please do not find Kyurem. If they don't have the Kyurem, they need Slowking and Kyurem and Academy at Night. It's a 3-card combo and they're item locked. That is my game plan in the mirror match. We just give them the Badu. Slowking and Academy at Night. They might have the Kyurem raw in hand after a Lily. I think so. I think the game's over. The opponents are always high rolling. Sad. Is it what I think it is? That's a Metagross. Let's go. Okay, it worked. This time around, they are not high rolling. Let's go. And now I can promote Kangaskhan and just get rid of all these little Slowpokes at the same time. Let's go. I know the Slowking has a lot of energies, but that's fine. Let's go. Boomerang energy over here. They put the Academy at Night there, which is awesome. The only card I need is like double Pokepad or Pokepad Ultra Ball. Yeah, this is fine. So let's go. Run errand. We have done it, ladies and gentlemen. The item lock prevailed. And we will get maybe another... The Fez on board could allow them to like 0 aura, but at that point it doesn't matter. Do I need more resources though? Do I need more resources? Yeah, Pokepad. Slowking. I don't need more resources, so I might as well Pokepads more. We do need Wondrous Patches though. Yeah, I probably will need another Slowking if they like go after this guy. We have Ultra Ball, probably Slowking, but we have Telepath, Energy. Tinning is winning. And yeah, this is fantastic. I'll just slap it down. More draw power is good. Okay. The more we thin, the better it is. Because the stadium will stick around for the rest of the game. Let's go. Not gonna slap down another Slowpoke, otherwise they can damage multiple fellas. For now, I'll just Academy of Night to get rid of all these Slowkings. All these Slowpokes, I would say. Let's go. I can also evolve this guy, so they can cure him nothing. That's also not too bad. Budu really saved us in the mirror match here. And at this point, I can slap this down because if they cure him... No. Cure him is still scary. Seek, Inspiration, Waza. It's time to cure him away. And let's target down all these little Slowpokes. While I can. At this point, like, that's 3 prizes. If I then do it again... I could also put one here, but that's going to be for later. If I then cure him again, yeah. Could have also damaged Latias, and that would have been the following turn, but you don't know if they're playing Adrenal Brains or not. Sometimes these Slowking decks are playing that. Triple prizes, but ooh. Did I miss Grimmsnarl? Yeah, you didn't miss too much, man. It was just no supporters. Grimmsnarl with no supporters. What now? They can cure him. This, and then they can cure him again. Alright, if they could technically cure him and then cure him again. Then they're gonna be taking... maybe cure him, Latias, Fez, Slowking. Maybe that is a game plan. Maybe I should have damaged the Slowking. Yep. Switch. Like, imagine if they can... Maybe I should have not slapped down Fez. Like, their game plan is like cure him, this guy, and be active, and then do it again. Yeah, probably should have not slapped down the Fez here. Because that's still gonna be awkward. Another thing I could do... Yeah, they will be faster than us if they like keep curing us. And there is Dragapult 0 regular psychic energies. Also, yeah, still not gonna be. I'm still not gonna be getting there because I slapped down Fez. If they would have just cured him, I probably should have saved my Fez. That was sloppy bench position here. Will they play 2 Ultra Balls? Yeah, that's exactly what they have to go for here. Well done by them. If they cure him again, we are cooked. That is true. So we need to knock this guy out. And then Zero Aura this one. That is our only win condition. I can also item lock this guy. And then cure him. But if they evolve this guy, I'm cooked. One Slowking here. Ugh. Sad. What is the best out? Just knocking this guy out? Is that the best out? Ichipollen is also not gonna get us there. Cure him. Zero Aura sniping Latias. Clefairy. Do I actually have... Yeah. Just need Wondrous Patch, I suppose. Clefairy. Energy. Secret Box. I don't need anything else. Probably should just get rid of these. 1, 2, 3. And get ourselves Wondrous Patch. And then hope they cannot pull off a Kyurem again. Yeah. That is our main objective. I still have everything left for later. I could have drawn more cards with Kangaskhan as well, but this is pretty much where it needs to be. I have Cypher Maniac for later, so the only card I need is like Zeraora the Latias. And I definitely should have not slapped down. Yeah, they don't play boss. No boss in the Slowking deck. More. There's a Prism. There's an Energy. Lily. Lily is at least only for 6 cards, so let's see how it goes. What do they need? An Energy in the discard pile. A regular one, by the way. 2 Ultra Balls gone. They need a Psychic Energy in the discard pile. They need Wondrous Patch. They need Slowking. They need Stretcher for Kyurem or a Pokepad. Yeah. It's like a 4-card combo. 10 cards in hand. Do they have the full card combo? Problem is finding an Ultra Ball and a regular Psychic Energy. That was the only bad thing about this situation. What are they gonna do? We have a Stretcher. Oh, they have the Pokepad. Do they have it? The only card I would need is just an Energy card. Only 1 Energy. Oh, Kyurem. Ugh. This is scary. Do they have Wondrous Patch? Do they have Ultra Ball? Do they have all that stuff? Kyurem on the bench with a Lucky Helmet. Yo. Slowking right there. Interesting situation. This guy is like trying to buy time. This is not the energy we need. How can I get this combo going, right? I need... There's no regular energy in the discard pile. So the plan of action, how many Stretchers? I don't need Kyurem. I just need... If I Surfer, I can draw into... I don't have Pokepads. If I have Retreat into Cypher Maniac, I've already used Secret Box. Don't have the Psychic Energy. So, ooh. It will just have to be the classic Lily's Determination. Try to find Zeraora the regular way. Ooh. Yo. This is not really where we need to be at. We can retreat into Kangaskhan, but I already played my switch, so... Huh. I can knock out the Kyurem, but then I lose. YOLO behavior? YOLO behavior finding Zeraora. Let's do this. It's a Metagross. Yeah. That's so silly. They are gonna draw a lot of cards as well. This is so silly. Yeah, they're gonna Kyurem us, but this is the second Kyurem though. And a Stretcher. Is that the second Kyurem? Stretcher here. Ah, man, so close. So close. Interesting. Like, 1 Stretcher gone, 2 Kyurems gone, so they need to... If the Stretcher's prized, we're good. A YOLO Metagross? Insane. Yeah, I think they have it. Like, my mistake was not slapping down Fez and also not switching into Kangaskhan when the time was right, because I was thinking, like, this is now or never. Yeah, my bad. Please be priced, Stretcher. Meowth. Cypher Maniac. We get Lana's 8. That works. That is the game. Ah, so silly. I threw this one so badly. I threw it so badly. Always promote, like if you go for switch, go for Kangaskhan, draw more cards. Put something on top with Cypher Maniac on the turn. I could have had that. Nah. Let's Grim again. Now that was just sad. Yeah, do I ever get annoyed after a losing streak? not really. This is purely because I did not play correctly. If I played correctly, it would have gotten away with this game. You know, like the Itchy Pollen really helped out in a mirror match. Also, TCG Live is not as important as in real life. In real life, there's a lot more on the line. You're also more focused. Here online, you're take a look at the chat. You're chit-chatting left and right, so you have to focus on way more different things. Yeah, but that was an unfortunate loss, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I've seen a very crazy amount of weird matchups. Like, I play Slowking, I see a mirror match. I play hide and sneak, I see Grimmsnarl. Like, it's like interesting. I wonder what worlds will be like. What the meta share will be. Do you want to go first? No. We will item log them and see how it goes. Interesting hand. If the Pokegear whiffs, it's definitely not my day. Nah. In the Master Rank League, it's also more difficult, by the way. People play way better. Have you narrowed down what deck you're playing? Nah, I'm still deciding between like a couple of options. Dragapult is always like a safe pick, I would say. Festival lead. That's for Grimmsnarl. On paper, a bad matchup, but with Yveltal, if they're starting with Goldeen, a bad matchup. But if you can like Frostlass, Clutch, and all that, it should be okay. We'll see how it goes, though. I don't have any, don't have a lot of luck today, I would say. I will get myself Rellor. Okay. Where are my supporters? Definitely need Snorts. 2 Frostlasses, that's awesome. And now it comes down to the Pokegear. Gwen. I would prefer Gwen, but in this scenario, I'm just gonna go for this. Typically, I wouldn't go for that, but like when they're item locked, they cannot play Switch, Secret Box, so maybe they're trapped for a while. With the Goldeen around, would have been more awkward to deal with. The Gwen would have not given us any cards anyway, so I'm happy with this choice, unless they have like Air Balloon Raw in hand right now. First stream I've ever been able to catch. One Medic Man, thank you for being here. No, did they have the Kieran? And the Rellor for the knockout? Man. If I don't draw a supporter right now, this is like the worst kind of draws I've been experiencing in a while. Petrel, okay, let's go. Petrel, get the secret box out here. So, secret box, this, that. What do we need? I can trap him with Lily. I want to have like rare candy shenanigans, but there's a world where they go crazy, so maybe the better out, like definitely this, that. Pokepad could provide us, and then Lily, yeah, it's probably the better out here. Yeah. It's time. I know if they evolve, if they can evolve, they're out of the situation. Spike Muff. Do I have candy capabilities? Yes. I wonder if they have raw. Yeah, they have probably Pokepads, so they can evolve. And if they evolve into the Rots, that's also going to give us a free prize at one point during the game. So we can Air Balloon here. And do I item lock again? It feels pretty meh to item lock, but I guess I have no shot but to item lock. I can also trap them with an Yveltal and hope for the best, that they don't have Pokepad in hand. Yeah. All the options seem meh. At least this one can tank from the festival lead fella. So that's what we're going for. Let's go. At least it will be knocked out soon with Frost Blast shenanigans. So if they want to evolve it, they can. They can also not manually retreat. They don't have Festival Lead. So they can only manually retreat if they evolve it. They did play Kieran before. And I have a Lily, so I can start pressurizing here. They can slap 30. That would be foolish. What are they gonna do? It's not important to save that energy, but I always love to have a pivot on board. Oh, they have the Ravska, sad. Retreat. And then get the Thwackey on board. Seeking? Interesting. Oh, nothing. Okay, fine. Nice. Now, yeah. Now I can start playing the game. I have Candy. Yo, that's gonna be for later. But for now, slapping this down. Book pad. Yeah, this is fantastic. This, now we are gaming. This one. This one. Spike Muff. Yeah, now the game's over. Save this one, I suppose. Slapping this guy down. More Snoring shenanigans and clutch. If I would have gotten out the Grimmsnarl at this point, they could respond with the Applin, but with Adrenabrain. What did they even have in hand? Nothing. The Kieran, that's it. And that's also something that happens to Festival Lead a lot. Greetings from Brazil! Yeah, I don't mind using Yveltal. Now they're trapped. If they don't have Seeking, they're trapped. What are they gonna do? Attack with Seeking. That's totally fine. Now they have Thwackey capabilities. Getting any card they want from the deck. They have taken the first prize card, but these guys will also receive lots of damage counters. It only has 30 HP remaining. Diplin. What now? Air Balloon doesn't work, my friends. Unless they have Seeking now. Pokepad Seeking, that's an option. Then they can start swinging with something else. But the Goldeen is like almost knocked out. Ravska almost knocked out. Cool thing about having an Air Balloon on the Impudimp is that I can always re-establish an Yveltal. I also have E-Switch on the Impudimp for people that were wondering why I was saving this energy. Seeking is gonna swing, but Seeking also has an ability, so everything has abilities, that's fine. Then I can... Oh, there's Tool Scrapper that they're not willing to use. Seeking is here. At this point, Seeking is gonna be able to swing some damage. Also, another Thwackey appears. More Pokemon with abilities, though. It's awesome. I'll definitely get the double Frostlass out. Festival Grounds again. Rapid Draw. I need to get rid of these Applins. A Balsa's Orders would be amazing to find, but I also need an energy. Okay. Only one prize, my friend. Energy on the monkey instantly. Spike Muff over here. Finally time to bring out the Grim. Grimmsnarl. Punk it up. I'll get only one. I need more energies for the other Grim, by the way. I do have E-Switch, I suppose, but I need back-to-back Grim attacks here. And Lily. A lot of cards here. I could also start swing with item lock and like do it that way. But pressurizing the opponent so much here is going to be fantastic. Get rid of that. I do have a lot of stuff that can happen. Another Munkidori. No E-switch, however. Then, do I item lock? But they have all the Twackies in the world, so probably I have all the energies in hand, so I cannot attack with another Grimmsnarl here. Yeah, I cannot attack with another Grimmsnarl unless I have E-switch, which I can find with Petrel. So there's that. Buddy Puffin. Impidimp, don't need that. Yeah, all my energies are gone. Insane. And Triple Stretcher. Drew really weirdly. Maybe a Lily's Determination could also help with this situation. This guy most likely will get knocked out, but if they have Gladion, they can take 2 Pokemon down at the same time. Still okay. Pokepad. More monkeys. Oh, yeah, let's go. If I put 30 there, 30 here, probably 30 there. Yeah, this is silly, silly, silly. Oh, I do have the boss's orders here, though. Boss's orders with Itchy Pollen. Air Balloon is gone, and Kieran is gone. That is definitely a win condition right there. If I can find Yveltal again. Yeah, it's gonna be a, I would say it's 3 prize turn. There's double Frostlass, so this guy will be knocked out coming into my turn. Yeah, Itchy Pollen would have been an option, but this is still okay, right? Even if they go for the crazy Gladion turn, where they are able to, like, maybe they boss up a Frostlass, which would still be okay. Nah. Frostlass will take care of the Diplin. Can we take 4 prize cards before they can take 4 prize cards? That is the main question. Treachery Yveltal is definitely game because Kieran is gone. Switch, yeah, they still have a regular switch. So, growing grass energy. That screws up with our game plan. Well, not a bit because this will still get knocked out after our turn, but I do not have access to other cards, right? I have E-switch, so I can definitely get like 60 damage on field. If I have Cynthia, Lily's Determination, I can attack with another Grimmsnarl, which would be ideal. Oh, there it is, Festival Grounds. My Grimmsnarl is going down. What to do? Don't have the special red card either. It's gone. How do we deal with all this? We have the boss item lock. Yeah, boss item lock is a legit option as Air Balloon and Kieran is gone, but maybe they're playing a second copy of Air Balloon. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I'm definitely debating the Budu here. Festival lead strikes for ridiculous damage output. If I get Spike Muff or Stretcher, I can also Petrel for E-switch. So maybe this is the better out. Then I can attack. Is that even the better out? If I can attack, probably not, right? This goes down anyway. We pause this guy. That's only 3 prize cards. Cannot get to more. Yeah, I cannot get to more. E-switch. Okay. This one will get knocked out. This one will almost get knocked out. So we go 20 there. Okay. I don't even know if this will work. Because I also need... If I stretch her, I can get Grimmsnarl activated, but depends on what they throw at us. Maybe I should have done things differently. We have another E-switch, by the way. If I put 3 there. Over here. And then we boss up an Applin. Yeah, the problem is, do they have waste? They have a lot of cards in hand as well. Interesting, right? Will they be able to like get rid of an Yveltal as well? I don't think so. So I think the best plan here is to just stretch her, get a tanky Pokemon like Yveltal in play so we can absorb a hit. Yeah, so we can absorb a hit and then finish the game later. That is the game plan. Yeah, we end the turn and like everything gets knocked out here. Like that, no draw power for you. It would have been a situation if I had ways to E-switch onto Grimmsnarl then attack. But if I attacked, yeah, maybe that would have gotten us there. Marnie, do you think Marnie's Grimmsnarl would be viable without Frostlass? Maybe like with other cards? Goldeen. What do they have? In the discard pile, 3 energy cards. Energy on the Dipplin. Yeah, the game's over, right? No, Air Balloon. Oh, they can clean out their hand and play Gladion. That would be insane. Switch, yeah, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna Gladion our ass. Oh, Lily, no. That was scary, man. What a scary situation. No energies in deck, I know. Otherwise, it would have been amazing. Let's go. We won the game. What an interesting battle. Woo! Grimmsnarl did it. We got there. Double Frozzy. Screwing the field over. That's what got us there. For the people that were wondering which 60 we're currently running, this is the deck. As you see here, is double Budu. Underneath me, by the way, there's just a Shaman, but that's just for the Slowking matchup. Other than that, I have double Pokegear because I really want Lily's Determination in the beginning, or Petrel to find Secret Box. You can also add in a 3rd copy of Petrel, but I like the double Pokegear. A 10 line, by the way, of all these guys. 3-2 line of Frostlass, 3-2 line of Grimmsnarl, but triple Stretcher. That's what I'm currently on. Let's go, Grimmsnarl. That was an interesting game, man. 230 people watching here. Thank you all very much for being here. We are currently deciding which deck to play here for the Pokemon TCG World Championships happening in 2 weeks over in San Francisco. Hopefully you guys will be there as well. Come and say hi. I don't bite. Hopefully I'll be having a great performance. My last great performance at Worlds was during 2024 where I got 21st. I hope that things will go away, or my way, but there's so many variants in this metagame with Crushing Hammers and Matchup Roulette. Mega Darkrai EX has a chance with Janine and E-Switch. I think it's still a mid deck. It's still weak to grass. Lots of grass being played, as you saw with Festival Lead. Cool thing with Grimmsnarl is like you don't mind going first, you don't mind going second. Cash Fender Man, how's it going, my guy? That's going great. I actually had my fair share of like bad luck in the beginning of the video, or actually in the beginning of the live stream, but things are slowly but steadily changing. My next tournament's Frankfurt, same. Okay, the BDIF, Dragapult EX. Dragapult with crushing hammers or not? That is the main question. I will have to patrol to get Buddy Buddy Puff and get that good stuff happening here. Patrol, get the box ready. So, what's in the box? I'll actually get rid of this, this, and that. Do I get rid of balls? Probably. Like, setup is more important. And we will get ourselves Lily. Get ourselves Buddy Buddy Puffin. Let's get ourselves Spike Muff. All that good stuff. Buddy Buddy Puffin. Let's get ourselves Impidimp. Do I have enough stuff happening here? I also want a Snorin, by the way. Yeah, let's get these. Slapping down the Pokepad for the Snorunt. And this matchup, you typically don't want the Snorunt out, but if you're fast enough, they're actually super helpful, but I don't have energies in play. I'm doubting it. I'm doubting it. Maybe it's better just to get some... Do I have E-Switch? I do have E-Switch. Maybe I just set all of these up without relying on Frostlass. Yeah. They could be really useful. But what? Let's just play it like this. Also get another fella going. My game plan would be just to set up an army of Munkidori. But maybe they won't attack us that way, you know? So, an item locked Dreepy in the active. Oh, Duskulls. Yeah, maybe I should have gone with Snorrend instead, but playing it safe, I would say. Dusknoir, I will need to keep on with my item log. They will get like Dusclops and all that stuff. I will need to get a second copy of Impidimp, a third copy of Impidimp. Yo, that's scary. They had the Dawn, so they were prepared for some item lock here. Dragapult Dusknoir. I don't have Psyduck. I think nobody has Psyduck. Yeah, I was almost gonna end my turn, but each ball too important. Too important. Not the greatest draw of the turn there. So we have Morgrim. I will need to get another Morgrim out. Slap this down. Energy here. Spike Muff. Another one of this guy. Do I actually set up a Snorrent? I don't think so. I think I'll just relax here. If they go for Phantom Dive, I can throw 60 back at them. I do have the boss as well, so if the Spike Muff sticks around, it's also kind of good. Energy. Are they gonna go for the Phantom Dive? Dracloak. Recon Directive. The cool thing is that I have two Munkidori already set up. They can also Dragon Headbutt, but then they're losing 2 energies on the Dracloak. They definitely could do that. Energy there. Dragon Headbutt, is that the game plan? Watchtower, doing absolutely nothing. Oh, Dragapult is here. Ladies and gentlemen, Dragapult. Oh, it's not even attacking? What? How about triple Munkidori? Let's go. Lily's Determination. Energy here. Use these Pokepads so I don't draw into all of this stuff again. I guess they have Balls and Candy, but I'm just gonna keep on. Now, Candy's not gonna work here. Impidimp could be an okay card to pull here. Let's go, Igipon. They're also, Team Rocket's Watchtower means they can outplay Meowth themselves, which is also not too bad. Bomb the Badoo and attack, that's okay, I suppose. Take 2 prize cards that way, but there's gonna be 6 damage counters around, like look at the Munkidori's. Another Duskull. Boss's Orders. Yeah, if they have Dusclops, they can actually take care. Oh, they're gonna go for the Monkey Dories. Monkey Dories have arrived. Cool, I do have... yeah, this is great because there's not gonna be any damage in field. Yeah, not great. Because if they Dusknoir this guy, we're kind of cooked. Special red card here. Energy here. I can still Lily. High outs. This guy. Petrel. I'm scared of these Duskulls, I'm not gonna lie. They can also, with this damage already, utilize Adrenal Brain. So maybe setting up another Impudent is not a bad play. What? And they have candies and all that? It's really, really scary. Yeah. Candy Dusknoir, KO this guy. And Dusclops. I don't know how this will turn out. Figure it out today. Could have set up an Impudent. That's true. They cannot deal with everything at the same time. But they need Candy Dusknoir, right? Only one draw power and didn't knock anything out. Another Dreepy. Didn't knock anything out. Oh, there's Rare Candy. Oh, dang. And now with Dusclops all at the same time. Yo, I'm getting bored wiped here. Maybe slapping this down would have been a better out. 2 prize cards though. Can I do something with that? Eveltal trapping. This guy's also heavily damaged. Do I have any other attacker that could deal reasonable amount of damage? Yeah, double Curse Blast. This is scary. You consider Alakazam into Pult a hard matchup? Yeah, I do. Stretcher? What do I have? Impudimp. Yeah, this is not good. I will have an army of Mugidori, but nothing else. I do have special red card though, so that it could still be interesting. Phantom Dive, get rid of everything. Yeah, it'd still be interesting. I need like boss's orders. Yeah, this is like a 2 prize turn. That's crazy. And I have no way to deal with this. Look at that. I had an army of monkeys and it did not even matter. It didn't even matter. I have nothing to deal with 210 HP Dragapult. If I had candy, I would have been able to respond here. But it would have not been enough. Insane. I don't play Psyduck, so maybe Dragapult Dusknoir is not too bad of a play either. Okay. What now? Level 23. Yeah, the high up in the Master Rank League is more difficult than you could imagine, but trying out Slowking again, hopefully this time around, playing perfectly. Okay, probably gonna be the last game in this stream because we're only gonna be streaming for 2 hours today. So hopefully you guys had a blast. Yeah, it would have been safer to set up a third imp. Then I could have candied into Grimmsnarl and then special red card and hope for the best. Tails never fails. I was the festival in the other game and I had Gladium play, but I top deck Lily. Ah, rip. That's sad. Okay, here we go. This is not too bad of an opening hand going first. Let's see what the opponent is playing. It looks like Mega Lucario sleeves. Are they playing Mega Lucario? Okay. Mega Lucario it is. They can have some issues here against us, that's true. So, Latia Slowpoke. I think that I can still attack with Lily's Clefairy, which is hilarious as well. Secret box in there. Let's go. They just concede, what? How much of the room do you think Festival leads will be? 5-6%? Still has a horrendous Dragapult matchup. Like, it's some people claim like you sometimes win, but if you take a look at the data, I played it myself. It doesn't feel pretty good. We're gonna be playing one more game because the opponent actually instantly conceded, seeing that we had a telepath energy. The last game in this live stream. Come on. What could it be? Opponent can choose first or second. Been watching a lot of your vids lately. Do you have any tips for beating Slowking with Alakazam to cannon? It's kind of easy. Just slap down Shaman and you win, right? Ugh. Now that is a silly, 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 sad situation. The Dun. Okay, they're playing the Dunsparce EX, so it's Dragapult, the Dunsparce. Having a Kyurem. Starting with one feels pretty meh. Kangaskhan. Couldn't I start with Kang? How do we go? How do we do? Pokepad, Slowpoke, attach of the turn there, then go for Meowth. Utilizing Lily's Determination, and then find everything. Yo, it's not good. And any tips for beating Mega Excadrill with Grimmsnarl? Trapping something, and yeah, it's really bad. What is this? At least we're going second, right? So what we could do is Pokepad Slowpoke, then Meowth, Lily's Determination, try to find Telepath Energy, and go from there. Shaman? Ugh, sad. How do we deal with that? Dragapult playing Shaman. Can we even do anything? Doesn't feel good. They only have one Dreepy though, so Telepath, okay. Let's go. I need to like Budoderma or something to stand a chance. Or attack with Clefairy instantly is an option too. Yeah. I cannot Budo this situation, right? Ugh. I guess we're gonna have to attack, 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 but our hand position looks really, really terrible. But maybe they're slapping down some draw power. I just have to like take him one at a time. Slowking, we have an energy, we can zero aura, but we're probably gonna have to go for Metagross here. We do want to knock something out. We're gonna retreat. Go with some draw power. At least we have something, but the Shaman will make things very, very difficult. If they run away draw. If my other... I had to go for Meowth. I don't have a lot of bench space here. Budo. And a Lily. Yeah, this is not going great, is it? Because they will be able to Dragapult ASAP. Yeah, even with Meowth in play, I don't see it happening. They don't even rely on Meowth or Fez or anything like that. I don't have Spectrier in the deck. I probably should think about it. Energy on the Dunsparce, retreat, item lock. Boom. Interesting situation, right? I have to like tackle them, I suppose. H-Bone. Academy at night. I really want a regular energy here, so I can get my tackle off a little bit easier. I guess we'll have to go with this. Retreat. And just in case, I'll put on top secret box energy. Yeah, then Kangaskhan can draw this out. For now, let's tackle away. Boom. Yeah, starting with Kyurem is really, really bad. And then them having Shaman. What to do? They will need to respond with something. If they Phantom Dive, they can start setting up damage on Kangaskhan. And with risky runes thrown up in the mix, they could actually get there to Phantom Dive that later. Or if they Phantom Dive now, still not gonna be great. Crispin? Dragapult EX. Yeah, with Shaman as well. How many percent do you think will play Shaman? There's the Dragapult. What would be the best option here? Bossing Latias and Phantom Diving that one? But they've already played Crispin, so they are locked in to go for Phantom Dive. It's gonna be 1 here, 2 there, and then 3 on the Kang? Maybe. Do they have Disruption? Fast, that's great. I can snipe that. That helps. Because if I attack with a 2-prizer right now, it's really, really sad. If I attack with a 1-prizer, it's a bit better. Depends on where they put the 6 damage counters, right? Also want to like instantly respond to Dragapult. Maybe they don't have enough energies, or they have no stretcher, psychic energy gone, which means they will not be able to Crispin the enough energies, but they probably have some darkness energies left. So, oh, interesting. Or get rid of their draw power so they don't have more bosses orders. No bosses orders played. It looks so sad. Why did I have to start with Kyurem? One here. Or maybe 6 on the Slowpoke. Probably the better shot, right? Spread up everything. That is okay. That is okay. Okay, I do have the secret box, so that's cool. Let's draw it all out. The problem is if I attack... Yeah, that's the problem. If I will have to go secret box, get rid of this. Get rid of this. Yeah, Kyurem is not gonna cut it, so this. And get rid of... They're probably not gonna trap us, but they could. Let's get rid of all these cards. Let's see what we can grab. We have this, that, and also we could Ultra Ball to find Clefairy, right? Is Clefairy the better out in this scenario? Or do we just attack with the Slowking? Maybe that is the better plan. Energy here. Telepath here. Yeah, that's probably the better plan. Not slapping down Clefairy quite yet. Wait with that Clefairy. Because we do have the Brave Bangle, so that should be enough. We will retreat. Right here. Technically, we can put something on the deck to protect ourselves from special red cards. Unfair Stamp will not help though. But if we get special red card, that can definitely help. So maybe special red card, and we're putting on top of the deck Cypher Maniac. And an energy card. Yeah, Cypher Maniac, maybe Lily, just in case. No, they're not gonna like let everything be as it is. So Cypher Maniac and Wondrous Patch. Those are like very important cards. Let's grab these on top of the deck. And then utilize Seek Inspiration with the Metagross on top. Let's go. 330 without having Clefairy in play. So if I would attack with a 2-prizer, it would have been in a worse situation. Fez and dude, like first time catching you live, always watching your videos. VIP Gamers 101, thank you for being here. So, what now? We have Slowking in the active. The problem is that my Kangaskhan has a lot of damage counters. The good news is, there is... even if they Phantom Dive, they need Crispin, and then next turn Crispin again. And there's one Dracloak, 2 Monkeydories though. 1 Crispin and 3 energy cards. So at this exact moment they need Crispin. And then the following turn they would also need Crispin, meaning they cannot boss, right? That is going to be our objective here. So now they cannot boss our Kangaskhan, and we will be able to deal with Dragapult EX through the means of Clefairy. Yeah. So I will need to evolve my Slowpoke as well. Because with Monkeydory they can actually get multiple KOs at the same time. Dunsparce, like they are playing Shaman and we're still holding our own. Do you have the list somewhere? I'll showcase it after this battle. Might also play Rose. Rose's Encouragement. Interesting, right? Interesting game. Even with the Shaman, we're still okay. I'm still expecting to get item locked. Not item locked, unfair stand or special red card. But the more cards they have in hand, the less options they have to Crispin. No Meowth in play. Maybe 2 Crispin's prize, you never know. Maybe you're only playing 2 and 1 Rose as encouragement. Meowth, that's right. And it is... it's a Crispy. That's good. Meowth also getting damaged. They have like a lot of cards in hands. Can they still Crispin? Do they still have enough different energies in deck? Okay. Phantom Dive is happening. On the active Slowking though. Hero Escape? Okay. That is a crazy situation. That's for sure. Yeah, my Kangaskhan is being damaged. That makes sense. Their game plan is to... like, this Kangaskhan is almost gonna get knocked out. Let's see. Full bench Clefairy. It's 220. Is a knockout. But if I Clefairy... yeah, I think I'll have to Clefairy here, right? 2 Prizer, the rest is okay. Yeah. It will have to be Clefairy. So I will definitely set up the Academy at night. This one can be attacked at the same time, which is also scary. Okay. Cypher Maniac first. So what do we have? This guy, I don't know. They have probably like an army of hammers left, so that's scary. So I will get... How about Clefairy? Make sure that I don't need too much, right? Just how about this is Clefairy with the Ultra Ball. Yeah, Clefairy and Lily. I don't need anything else, so yeah. I needed the energy. What am I saying? What am I saying? Yeah. I needed the energy. What am I saying? I'm trolling here. Get rid of this. Probably get rid of this. No. Get rid of this, get rid of that. Zeraora is really important for later. This could be useful if I get trapped. They're not... Yeah, they could knock out multiple Pokemon at the same time. Ultra Ball. Ugh. Not really the cards I want to see here. I need an energy at this point. Yeah. Yeah, that's not great. That is definitely not great. Flipping the script, I could still get an energy. I have a stretcher for not the energy. What am I doing, man? Like, the timer really got to me. I just needed Clefairy attack here, knock this guy out, and then we would have gotten away with it. I think the heat is getting to my head. I think we're gonna have to call it a day for now. Not the best day, but we're still improving left and right. I wonder if they had Crushing Hammers as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this small little live stream. I'll see you guys soon with more Pokemon TCG content. Let me know which videos you want to be seeing up next in the comments, and they will hopefully be made in a video one day. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.